On the news tonight, Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria re-strategizes on strengthening security across airports. FCT Police Command parades suspects terrorizing parts of the territory. And NYSC swears in 2021 batch 3 Stream 1 Corps members deployed to the Federal Capital Territory. Good evening, viewer. Thank you for joining us on the news desk of NTA Channel 5 Abuja at 7. I am Tessie Umeri with the news. We begin on security issues. Combating crime and strengthening security across airports in Africa is the focus of a two-day Security Awareness Week organized by the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria FAN in conjunction with Airport Council International. ACI Aisha Uba Ali reports that discussants at the event highlighted factors that are impeding effective security around the airport environment.
It was a meeting of those in security and aviation sectors to see how to tighten security across airports in the African region, as it is imperative to ensure that all entry and exit points are adequately guarded. Airport remains one of the busiest gateways to any country. It is also in line with this that the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO) dedicated the year 2021 to promoting security culture among stakeholders.
Security, safety is everyone's business. It's our own personal commitment to have security. Not only at the airports, everywhere you are, security comes first. Without safety and security, we'll hardly have any industry, let alone aviation.
Among other factors highlighted as challenges by speakers is uncompleted perimeter fencing of airports in the country. Meanwhile, this donation by the Nigerian Air Force to FAN is one step to helping in actualizing effective patrol exercise at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, which will be reciprocated nationwide.
But where you have perimeter fences not being present, then it creates room for breaches. And so I think that's one of the key things that needs to be done in order to improve the security of our airports.
The security is as strong as the weakest link. So if you have somebody compromise the system, then you know there's a problem. And this is something that needs to be dealt with.
The Security Week has at its theme promoting security culture. In Abuja, Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
Commissioner of Police FCT Babaji Sunday says ongoing forward operative of the command and other traffic management agencies will intensify efforts of the laws against pedestrians who are in the true habit of crossing expressways without recourse to use of pedestrian bridges. He made the disclosure after leading an assessment tour of the situation to Lugbe along the airport road. Ilyas Onoti Yakubu tells us more.
Images such as these are common sights on the airport and Kubwa AYA Expressway, amongst others, in the FCT. Recalcitrant pedestrians crossing the road meters away from pedestrian bridges, but prefer to risk their lives as against the use of safety apparatus which government have invested in the pedestrian bridges. This has led to wanton loss of lives, and the development is one which the FCT police and other concerned stakeholders say will no longer be tolerated.
We have been receiving complaints about this airport road, which is the gateway to the capital city, that people don't go to work on other of their businesses in good time because of people disobeying the traffic law. And that is why we are here. You can see us. And you know, anything in the FCT, we work in synergy. That is why we are here to put our men, to up their games and ensure it doesn't happen again. We are also carrying along stakeholders. We have brought in our DPOs, sector commanders, and area commanders of the BIS to synergize and work together by ensuring that the road is cleared for road users.
A handful of the violators were caught right in the act, and on a subtle phase, the team sensitized and cautioned them against repeat of the offense as the team will commence arrest of offenders in the coming days. Ilyasu Onutu Yakubu, NTA News.
FCT Police Command has paraded some criminal syndicates terrorizing parts of the territory. Commissioner of Police Babaji Sunday, while parading the suspects, said the command's massive deployment of operatives to flashpoints in and around the territory is yielding the target objective of protecting lives and property in the FCT. Again, Ilyas Onotu Yakubu has details.
8 suspects, 3 syndicates and more than 88 exhibits were paraded before journalists. 40-year-old Yusuf Isa from Kogi State is paraded as the ringleader of a 5-man car snatching syndicate operating around Nyanya Mararaba Zuba axis. While he operates with Salifu James, 27, who allegedly supplies guns as well as join in the car snatching operations, 41-year-old Emmanuel Samuel, on the other hand, is the one who specializes in buying and reselling the stolen vehicles.
No, I have not killed anybody.
How do you operate?
If they park the car, then I will come there, remove it from there.
Yes, it's to use it to rob.
You got the gun to use it to rob?
Yes, sir.
Now, how long have you been using the gun?
He has not given me the gun yet.
He called me that he have a vehicle, whether I am in need of it. I say yes. That is why he bring the vehicle to me.
Similarly, graduate of electrical and electronic engineering, Abubakar Shetima specializes in burgling people's vehicles to cut away their valuables such as laptops, tablets, and bags, amongst others.
If the person lock the vehicle, so the place that I open it, he will not lock, then I will come back and I will take the system and go away with it.
Commissioner of Police Babaji Sunday says the command has continued to improve on its community policing strategies targeted to crack and expose criminal elements.
I want to sound a note of warning to criminal elements within the FCT to desist from their nefarious activities or face the full wrath of the law. Also, I wish to reinstate the ban on the use of tinted vehicles and covered number plates.
Babaji Sunday commended operatives of the command for their due diligence in tracking the criminals as well as the public for providing it with credible intelligence. Ilyasu Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
And away from security matters, 2,041 core members of the 2021 Batch C Stream 1 deployed to the FCT have been sworn in to the 1-year mandatory national service. The NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, represented by the State Coordinator, says the 2,041 in the Federal Capital Territory will be guided towards a hitch-free service to the fatherland. Rosemary Motelel Bilal completes the report.
The swearing-in ceremony for the 2021 Batch C Stream 1 Corps members is taking place simultaneously across the 36 state orientation camp of the NYSC and the FCT. In his address, the Director General, National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, represented by the FCT NYSC Coordinator, Suleiman Abdul, urged Corps members to take full advantage of all opportunities and prospects made available for them.
These deployment policies are aimed at broadening your understanding of the country, thereby standing you in good stead for effective contribution to the promotion of national unity and integration.
In an interview, the FCT coordinator, Suleiman Abdul, encouraged Corps members who are yet to take COVID-19 vaccine to do so without further delay, as the rule could apply to Corps members in places of their primary assignment.
Everybody going out has to go through taking their jabs and showing proof that so if it has been going on since the directives was given by the federal government, this is nothing new.
Corps members promised to give their best during the service year.
I'm happy to be here. You know, the dream of every Nigerian student is to graduate and serve the country, so I'm happy to be one of them.
It's another opportunity for us to preach unity across board.
Corps members are particularly advised to shun behaviors that will bring them into conflict with rules and regulations governing the operation of the camp, including taking security advice seriously. Rosemary Moteleng Bilal, NTA News.
And meanwhile, lack of moral upbringing, early exposure to social media, and lack of strict monitoring of children by parents and caregivers are hindrances to raising responsible children. These are concerns raised by the famous Tales by Moonlight presenter Nkem Oseloka Orakwe as she presents a paper raising the 21st century Nigerian child at the second graduation of the Redeemer Tip International School, Abuja. Our correspondent was there.
This signature tune used to be indispensable in homes decades ago, where children listened to good stories with morals and lessons. The woman who has done this for 45 years down the line is still not tired of impacting the younger ones. Nkem Oseloka Orakwe of Tales by Moonlight, while delivering a keynote address on raising the 21st century Nigerian child, said all hope is not lost if parents teach children that hard work pays, desist from paying schools for fake results, and above all, instill sanity in their minds.
The word of God I read says, teach the child the way he should go. When he grows, he will not depart from it. Like a child said to the mother, what is sex? The mother said, I will tell you. She kept, 7-year-old child, she kept asking the mother, what is sex? The mother didn't tell her, but what is sex? The driver said, I will tell you. Another day, I will tell you. Another day, I will tell you. That day, he made up his mind. What did he do? He had sex with a 7-year-old girl.
The graduating class of the Redeemer Tip International School learns from her wealth of experience.
I have learned that as a lady, you should not wear clothes that expose yourself, and you should keep yourself until it's the right time.
I always wanted to watch Tales by Moonlight. The stories, especially about the tortoise, I love the tortoise stories. I wasn't too surprised. She is what I expected her to be, truthfully, a mother of all.
Auntie Nkem has really hit the point, and he has not spared any stone unturned. She has just mentioned it, and that's what the school stands on, that character must be built in our children.
There's no replacement for being a parent. So what we should be looking at as parents is how do we meet our role. We cannot parcel off our responsibility to teachers.
It was a moment for awards and recognition for the graduates who are hopeful that they will contribute their quota to nation building.
And figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) as at 25th October 2021 indicates 32 new cases of COVID-19 in the FCT. The number of confirmed cases stands at 23,149, while active cases now 1,963, and the number of discharged cases in the territory puts at 20,968. 218 deaths have been recorded in the Federal Capital Territory. And on sports tonight, Ministry of Youth and Sports Development suspends Basketball Federation election indefinitely as Nigeria Football Federation plans to rejig Super Falcons technical team to strengthen the women's senior national team. Let's join Ahmed Abdulrazak for these and more on Sports Brief.
The October 30 election of the Nigerian Basketball Federation has been suspended indefinitely. This was announced in a statement signed by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sport Development, Ismail Abubakar, that the decision to suspend Congress became necessary to avert further deterioration of leadership crisis that had engulfed the Federation, saying that the rank of free development of basketball in Nigeria was of utmost importance to the ministry and stakeholders, and advised all concerned to comply. Also, the Nigerian Football Federation has applauded the senior women football team, Super Falcon, for reaching the final round of the qualification series for the next year Women African Cup of Nations final slated for Morocco. General Secretary of NFF, Muhammad Sanusi, said there is room for improvement in the team's entire output over 2 legs of the fixture with Black Queens of Ghana, and NFF has concluded arrangements to reinvigorate the team technically. Meanwhile, the Italian Football Federation said on Monday that it will be investigating a racist chant directed to Victor Osimhen by Roman fans during the goalless draw with Napoli at the weekend. Victor Osimhen has been setting Serie A alight this season, with the Nigerian international bagging 9 goals in 10 games across all competitions for Napoli. With Sports Brief, Ahmad Abdulrazak, NTA News.
And that concludes the English version of the news tonight. Do remember that the Delta variant of COVID-19 is more deadly. Please adhere strictly to safety protocols to keep safe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the translation in other languages. Good night.
Aza ba jilo ba ye ba chi ba we yuze ko yin wa we in wona na iwo abada isha ndaje zuma one wa goba gnayi na bai awoko fafa nu azago sepa nu Afrika tin nu aya shenya loba nchede nu aya shibai ban be jin abo apekere nu abe shi awe asanu ajin ye ji anpe igun abaya aiga aza awe kan ya ntukotu nu azakubo nu aya shenya loba Aisha Uba Ali woni be jina bai gigi wa genge ayuno afie bai bani jin anpe nu ache kilo na bai aga aza awe kan ya tukotu nu azakubo nu aya shenya loba nu gbedogun sepaye gilo kojin nanu nye jie aku abe shawe boye mbani yi jelo mboy nsepaye nu ba bedelo nge galu nu atoko mlo chowo nu aya shenya ya shibai ko belo nu abo mba yi jelo mboy gbaza bedai wachige ebi nkwa gange kotaye ko zako iko ko wajon owo wenbuji ota gna awe pepon abusibida nanu okinzina baku ajuwa mbanita ye azalo nge batasasiyun Iliasu Onoto Yakubu wagange gnabi abusibida ya nanu okinzina babaje Sunday wagange abusibida nu wagaba ya jilaba da tnitben kolabe na pan boye tugana chenajin ajuye bai ami aiwaba baba nyi ogun nyimo nu nayan shi na nwaba nchei ozana yo Isuf Isa webi nkojikin woni jingnabi won yelo shi nyi chegban Emmanuel Samuel enye shi nyi chegban awembuji woni jin oza na nwa mato ba goza na kara woni go wakun abi ayepezan adnagban mbani jinle be zan ayepezan danan ekinye ba yele ba jin tuntun danan ekinye nlo dubu ngwamba nu aza pe shi nyi chegban kakara bala ya tuntun danan ekin zinaye nkoyin Rosemary Motalem Bila waganga gnabi sepenya boda kauda Shaibu Ibrahim nu zade benu waputai bagage babawu azay tuntun chowo shi baba shin tuntun wu nanu ba zakoikin nanu ekin zinaye nkoyin osanu obu azenyi chei atashin anyi ekin abo baba wole lainu saisu
Masu kallon mu barkamu da yammaci ga fasarar takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Isiyaku Buhari Suleja. An gudanar da taron wayar da kai na kwanaki biyu game da harkar tsaro wanda hukumar tashar jiragen sama suka shirya. Wakiliyarmu Aisha Uba Ali ta ruwaito mana cewa hukumar tashar jiragen sama sun shirya taron wayar da kan ne game da yadda za a samu ingantaccen tsaro a filayen jiragen da kuma tattaunawa game da matsalolin da suke da shi ta fannin tsaro, wanda suka wayar da jami'ansu daga kan harkokin tsaro game da yadda za su gudanar da ayyukansu. Hukumar 'yan sanda na babban birnin tarayya ta kama waɗansu masu laifuka wanda suka addabi waɗansu sassan birnin. wakilinmu Ilyasu Onotu Yakubu ya ruwaito mana cewa wanda ake zargin su da aikata laifukan su 8 ne, an kuma kama su da makamai. A lokacin da ake baje kolin su a gaban 'yan jaridu, kwamishinan 'yan sanda Babaji Sunday ya bayyana cewa hukumar za ta ci gaba da gudanar da ayyukanta don ganin an samu ingantaccen tsaro da kuma kare rayukan al'umma da dukiyoyi. An yi bikin rantsar da masu yi wa ƙasa hidima su 241 na shekara 2021 don fara yi wa ƙasa hidima na shekara ɗaya a ƙasa da kuma babban birnin tarayya. Wakiliyarmu Rosemary Murtalan Bilal ta ruwaito mana cewa shugaban hukumar yi wa ƙasa hidima Brigadier General Shu'aibu Ibrahim, wanda coordinator hukumar na babban birnin tarayya ya wakilta Suleiman Abdul, ya kira ga masu yi wa ƙasa hidima da su yi amfani da damar da suka samu wajen gudanar da aikinsu yadda ya kamata. Jama'a, ƙarshen fasarar takaitattun labarai kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
Nnọọ n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa, aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Tọọ ntị n'ala anyị akụkọ anyị ji bịa n'uhuruchi a. Ịlụso mpụ ọgụ ma wusie ihe banyere nchekwa na ngalaba ọdụ ụgbọelu niile dị na mba Afrịka ike bụ ihe agbadoro ụkwụ mgbe ha mere nzukọ abalị 2 maka nchekwa, bụ nke ọ bụ otu jikọrọ ọdụ ụgbọelu ala anyị nakwa nke mba ofesi kwakọbara. Aisha Uba Ali wetara akụkọ na ya bụ nzukọ bụ maka ndị ọrụ nchekwa nakwa ndị na-alụ n'ọdụ ụgbọelu iji chọpụta ụzọ dị iche iche a ga-esi chekwebe ọdụ ụgbọelu. O mekwara ka anyị mata na ha lebara anya n'ụzọ ha ga-esi chekwebe ụzọ ha si apụ na nke ha si abata na ya bụ ogige. Ndị uwe ojii isi ala anyị akpụgharịala ndị a na-eyo eyo na ha bụ ndị omekome na-emekpa mpaghara dị iche iche ahụ n'isi ala anyị. Ilyas Onotu Yakubu wetara akụkọ na onyeisi ndị uwe ojii n'isi ala anyị Babaji Sunday, mgbe ha na-eme ya bụ mkpọgharị, kwuru na ọtụtụ ndị ọrụ uwe ojii etinyere n'ogige dị iche iche na-amịta mkpụrụ nke nchekwebe ndụ na akụnụba n'isi ala anyị. Ya bụ nwa amadi tokwara ndị uwe ojii nakwa ndị obibi isi ala anyị na mbọ ha na-agba ịhụ na ejidere ndị omekome niile nọ n'isi ala anyị. 2041 bụ ndị ntorobịa ala anyị gụchara mahadum abụrụla ndị eduru n'iyi ọrụ maka ife ala nna ha, bụ nke ha ga-eme n'otu afọ. Rosemary Murtalan Bilal wetara akụkọ na onye nọchitere anya isi n'ụlọ ọrụ na-ahụ maka ife ala nna kwuru na mmadụ 2,241 bụ ndị na-efe ala nna ha n'isi ala anyị ga-abụ ndị a ga-enye mgbazi n'ụzọ ha ga-esi rụọ ọrụ ha n'ụzọ kwesịrị ekwesị. Ọ gakwara n'ihu gbaa ha ume ka ha gbazuo ọgwụ mgbochi nke nje korona na-atụfughị oge. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ebe a ka anyị pịachiri akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Ka chi bọọ.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́ o, ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì Kano l'Abuja. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. Ìgbógun ti ìwà jàǹdùkú àti ààbò tó péye jákèjádò àwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú ní orílẹ̀-èdè Áfíríkà ní kókó ọ̀rọ̀ níbi ètò ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ́jọ́ méjì tó wáyé láti fi sààmì ayẹyẹ ọ̀sẹ̀ ààbò ní èyí tí iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣàkóso pápákọ̀ òfurufú ní ilẹ̀ wa ṣe agbátẹrù rẹ̀. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Aisha Uba Ali jábọ̀ wípé àwọn olùkópa tó wà níbi ayẹyẹ yìí kò ṣàìsọ nípa gbogbo irúfẹ́ ìwà aláàbí àti àìtó ètò ààbò ní agbègbè àwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú wa. Iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ẹ̀ka tìlú Àbújá ti ṣàfihàn àwọn jàǹdùkú ènìyàn tó ń dààmú àwọn agbègbè kan nílùú Àbújá. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Babaji Sunday tó jẹ́ kọmíṣánná ọlọ́pàá fún ìlú Àbújá nígbà tó ń ṣàfihàn àwọn ọ̀daràn wọ̀nyí fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Ilyasu Ọ̀nàtù Yakubu ṣe sọ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ tí àwọn gbé láti fi àwọn agbófinró sí àwọn agbègbè kan káàkiri nílùú Àbújá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fọn rere nítorí pé ètò ààbò tó péye lórí ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá àwọn ènìyàn ti kẹsẹ̀ járe. Àwọn ẹgbẹ̀rún méjì tí wọ́n darí sí olú ìlú Nàìjíríà Àbújá ni wọ́n ti ṣèbúra fún báyìí láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìṣiṣẹ́ sí ilẹ̀ baba wọn ní èyí tí ó pọn dandan fún ọdún kan gbáko láìsí àní-àní. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Rosemary Moteleng Bilal ṣàlàyé wípé alákòóso iléeṣẹ́ agùnbánirọ̀ ti ìlú Àbújá ló ṣojú ọ̀gá àgbà olú iléeṣẹ́ agùnbánirọ̀ ìyẹn ọ̀gágun Shuaibu Ibrahim tó sì ṣàlàyé wípé láì fọ̀tápè gbogbo àwọn agùnbánirọ̀ wọ̀nyí ni wọn yóò sin orílẹ̀-èdè baba wọn láìsí ìbẹ̀rù bojo. Tó ìròyìn ọ̀hún kò ní ju báyìí lọ o. Èmi lórí kọ́ńbọ̀ àgbọ̀nsalẹ̀ lóní họ́wùhọ́wù èmi ìrẹ́lájọ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí o ẹ jẹ́ a ṣe kó dára ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan láòjí o kásùn láyọ̀.